Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of my Build a City project. Now, many apologies because I actually forgot to press record on when I actually was setting the Sims up to introduce them to basically everyone and would introduce them on the footage here. And so I started playing and then I was like, oh crap, I haven't pressed record. And yeah, I'd already kind of built their lot and everything, so it's not like I could save and then come back out and start again. So we're basically being introduced to everyone as I get the game going here. So basically, it's a pretty big family, this one, and this family actually proved to be quite challenging in terms of just the amount of Sims and meeting their needs and the amount of pets as well. So going through the family, so we have the mother Xiang and her husband Hao. They have their twin daughters Haran and Li, and then they have their cat Yu, their dog Mi, and one horse called Kishi and another horse called Jibing. And I kind of imagine this family is coming from Shang Simla to help contribute to the settlement, and they are doing that through the means of livestock farming. So you can see here I've got them two cows and, well, not two cows, I mean technically there's six cows there, but there's one cow that they can actually interact with and get ingredients from. So technically six cows, but two cows. I don't know what he's doing there. Settle down there, Hal. And then they've got two chicken coops. So from these objects, they'll be able to supply the community with milk, milk, cheese, and eggs, and butter. And I encountered a problem a little bit early on with this family in that they have no food. The market isn't open yet, so no one could go shopping for food until it opened. And so they pretty much had to ride out the morning pretty much hungry. Although you can see here that Xiang has managed to get some milk from the cow and now she's autonomously gone to drink it. I had to put a stop to that because I don't want them autonomously eating and drinking what's in their inventory. I have a mod that switches that off in general, but it looks like it doesn't cover the ingredients that you get from the animals. So I do put a stop to that using NRAS Retuner. Now, Xiang's actually heading off to the market, and because she is very low in her horse riding skill, she took a long time to get there. So just while I'm waiting, I'm just sending the pets down to the river to get a drink, get some food for themselves. Then Hal decides to fight with the chicken.
Juke Sipto, knock.
Enbol.
And I think in this instance, I actually had to extend the hours of the produce market so that Xiang could actually get there. Otherwise, like, they would have been without food for the whole night, and that just wouldn't have been very good at all. So just stocking them up with some produce. Gonna use this as an opportunity for Xiang to meet Gwen.
Susu. Ika. Gunadata, kamak. Andaneta wazo hey. Taglarn fell chum cha way. Susu. Yeah.
Alright, so back at the plot here. And it's getting pretty late in the day, and hopefully Xiang's going to be home soon. And I can see a fight happening in the background. I'm pretty sure that's between you and me. Yeah. They don't seem to get along at the start. So Xiang finally arrives home, and everyone is so hungry. So immediately I'm just going to put food in the kids' inventory so that they don't have to wait for it to be given to them. Hao even went to sleep, he just didn't want to wait, he was too tired, but I've woken him up.
Jelva. Fufu Nugan.
Vamos lá, mas como...
So everyone's had dinner and the animals have just come down to the river for a drink. And now I'm sending everyone to bed. Well, Hal's the only one awake at this point. He had a nap earlier, so I guess it makes sense that he's the last one to go to bed. Alright, so we're at day 21 of the settlement now, and Hao is heading straight to the chicken coop. The kids and Xiang are still asleep. It's a pretty chill morning so far. Oh, he was going to feed the chickens, okay. And now he's going to fight with Charles the evil chicken. I swear he's obsessed with Charles. I saw him fighting with this chicken so many times.
Sorry, La.
And now I'm going to get him to milk the cows. And what I've done here, and I guess it's just some way that the kids can contribute, is I've made them in charge of the eggs. So they'll collect the eggs every day,
Diana.
and the parents will take care of the cows.
Pala. Afnar.
Masagimbo? Hepa. Numana.
Now you can see Lee got a rare egg. There's not really a lot I can do with them. I could try selling them. I mean, I could consider selling these to the outside economy. I'm not quite sure what to do with them for the time being. I know there's a mod that actually stops them from being generated. I might consider that just because they're a bit random and don't really fit in with the gameplay that well. And you'll notice that they actually start to go bad in his inventory and make him feel sick, so it's a bit of a shame that they have a time limit on them. So back to the fire for some breakfast. And the kids can actually, well, anyone can eat the eggs, but I'm purely saving the eggs and all the ingredients they get from the animals to be sold. And I want them to be able to rely on, for now anyway, to rely on the other families for their food needs. And I guess once the technology becomes a little more complex, so they can actually start cooking, then they can start to use some of their ingredients in their recipes. So bathing at the river, looks like everyone's here.
Some ank.
And there's no eggs to collect yet, but Xiang is going to milk the cow, and I can see how in the background he's going to do the same.
Banish.
And you can see here I'm just editing the autonomy for the milk, changing it to false, so Sims won't be able to drink it autonomously, and just using the pasteurize interaction so it can actually be used as an ingredient, I believe. And that's a mod by Twin Simming, the pasteurized milk mod, I believe it's called, or the pasteurized mod. And at this point I kind of decided that I wanted how to be in charge of the milk, I guess, and I think maybe butter at some point. You may do butter, and Xiang will convert her milk into cheese.
Cascalor. Gusana.
Zushimark. Oh, Kuslu.
Grandpa?
Oh, chiblets.
Now Kishi is an untamed horse, so Hao isn't actually able to ride her when his relationship is really low, when their relationship is really low, so I have to work quite hard to get their relationship up so that he can actually start to ride on her and improve his riding skill.
Ni Baru. Z. Skulamur. Kwesaha.
Naboshu.
Galu.
Fapasi Yazuku.
Samala.
I really do have to keep an eye on their milking here because it's something that they have to do relatively frequently, and they only get one portion of milk per milking session. So if I want them to produce a lot of milk for the community, then they need to do milking quite regularly. And this personality change that Lee's experienced here, I'm just rolling with it. I mean, there's no hospital in the community now, so if those traits are going to be changing all the time, then we could end up with a completely different person by the end of her life, I guess, than what we started with.
Abrigi. Grabalax. Oh! Asa! No, Mashka. Oh, Cuba.
Tulabaga Zini. Sivo. Nishi Hulabali. Balo. Mino.
Fufunugan. Bashina.
Bazalo. Easily.
Shaka. Shaka Thema. They Shaka. Kazawa. Oh, Kibu. Pre Nufa. Abrigi. Grabalax.
It's the morning of day 22. And it's going to start off like most other days with some breakfast.
That's a prow. Yeah. Keski Panu. Uh-huh.
Shinzu.
Ah,
Hanubi.
Garble.
And then Hal's off to milk some cows. And Xiang's going to help them. It's pretty much it's a morning of taking care of the animals. Well, not taking care of the animals, harvesting from the animals.
Nashta? Banish.
Poor Lee got a rotten egg.
Onihana. He powder.
Godfrey! Ozana!
So after bathing in the river, I decided to get the family to go and meet the Grovehurst family. They are their closest neighbours. So they headed straight there and introduced themselves. And I'm not sure why, but Mia was way, way away from where I'd even told them to go, so yeah. And I also noticed at this point that the Grovehurst family had a foal. I realised that I had pet pregnancy to be the default, which is really short. And So it looks like Fair ended up having a foal with, I believe it was with the Huntington's horse Brisk, but then it disappears. But it still appears in the family tree. It disappears a little bit later on. I need to figure out how horse breeding actually works in this game, because they have the foal and then it just disappears from their lot. But it still exists in the game, so I need to figure out how that gameplay works, so I can actually know what to do with foals if they ever arrive.
Aqua snorkel. Yeah. Snorkel. Oh, Ripsella.
Oh. Oh.
Berserker. Oh.
Tuku.
Uji Kujo. Gribby. You wobbled. Chapinena? Shakavan. Proof! Wigs out!
So.
Kupatishi. Be down. Heavy.
Snot, Krimlik. Haba Steve Nashnar.
Gobayamsa. Wabba.
Oh.
So.
So I mean, they had some dinner with the Grovehurst family, and then it started getting pretty late. People started getting tired, so they're on their way home now, but no doubt they will be visiting their neighbours again. They really do live quite close. I should have actually given some sort of perspective, but if you pay attention, you'll be able to see the Grovehurst plot of land behind the Nung family here.
Halanerb. Wobigla.
Now we're at day 23, and what a surprise, it's raining. And I saw that Haran had the wish to see a deer, and then I got my hopes up thinking, wow, there's deer in the world now, but nothing spawned. Hopefully some deer spawn soon, and apparently it's dependent on how many harvestable plants are in the world, because my understanding is that the deer eat harvestable plants, and so you need a certain amount of plants in the world for the deer to be able to spawn, which will be good for the Huntington family, because at the moment they're basically limited to small pets, birds and raccoons. So I feel like if there's deer that start spawning, then that will kind of increase the meat supply, but I haven't seen any yet, so I'm really holding out for them.
Male! Lord! Maset!
Oh.
Wibbity nibs. Yonk. Jamji. Amuga. Jamji. Wasa kuja. Sa saba. Abrigo. Lava-lots. Ow! Yahoo!
Wala.
Mm-hmm.
Afnar.
Right, now I am aware that initially when I had them go and buy food from the market, that Fowler had finished for the day, so they weren't actually able to buy any meat. And so I decided to send them back to the market today, not only to increase their horse riding skill, just to get them out and about on the horses, but also to go to the market to get some meat and fish.
Ah! Oh. Bali nerd. Mahara, chikuro. Giglamish. Yes, pretty four.
la. Huh? Oh. Ala rock.
Yippee.
The kids are just goofing around back at the plot, hanging out with the cat and the dog.
Oh, Weaver King. Oh, Snooty Boopsie. Oh, and the tape open. Harvey Chrysler. Oh, Mookie. Get a vanilla. Gee, Oh, Kubina Shasha. Yaga. Ah! He did. Yes. Tazorpa. Oh, Jean.
Oh. Good. Oh. Lurkle. Bonjour. Uh-huh. Now the Lord. Rousy Babs. Zabanorg.
Norbu?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you growl. Silash? McFarlane.
Oh, Cha. Dina Mabasadu.
And everyone's going to settle around the fire for dinner. Now, you've seen so much of this type of footage before, so this is going to be pretty short. Kids are having a pillow fight, and then I believe the parents are going to do one last milking for the evening. Got Haran here playing with you. I love this interaction so much. I just love how Sims can carry around the pets. It looks so adorable.
Was it Buckle?
Chima! Chima! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah!
Alright, and Xiang and Hao are finally going to get around to that milking.
Abrigi. Gravelox.
Voilà. Afna.
And you can see here that Hao has got plenty of, well, not plenty, I mean he's got a few butters there. And I think I'm just going to wait on one more milk. Of course he wants to go fight with the chicken again, but he's going to wait for one more milk and then make another butter.
Mook. Oh. 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 How's the meat?
Alright, and that completes the round of the Nung family. So their total tax take is 309 simoleons. And that's the end of the video. So thanks very much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.